In 2005, 650,000 views was a lot. This was way, way pre-Bieber. Pre-Gangnam, pre all that stuff. 650,000 views was a lot, and people were watching this video, and I wanted to curl up in a ball. I was terrified. I thought they were going to be making fun of me, saying all these horrible things. Turned out they weren't. People watched this video, and it made them feel really, really good. It made them feel happy. It made them, it was profound to them, and it represented the way people want to feel when they travel, which surprised the heck out of me. That was not something I'd put into this video, but other people were finding this meaning in it. And the funny thing about finding it on there is, in the little comments next to the video, it said, please donate money to me so I can keep on traveling. You can send money to matt.harding@paypal.com. I thought, wow, I don't think that that's me. So I tracked down the guy who did do it. It was some 16-year-old kid. I emailed him. I said, I don't know who you are, but pretty sure you're not me. Knock it off. And he wrote back to me and he said, I have made $235 in donations so far. I'd be willing to cut you in on 5% of it. That guy was the real entrepreneur. I'm not. He should be standing here, not me. But the kid did me a really big favor because he had gotten the video up there at that moment that YouTube had just happened. And it was one of the first really big videos on there. And I remember I was on a road trip across the US. I was still traveling. I'd gotten a job, made some more money, and decided to blow it all again on some more travel when the video really, really started exploding. And I was getting emails from The Ellen Show and Good Morning America and all these different TV shows wanting me to talk about the video. And one of the emails that I got in that initial flurry was from Cadbury Adams, which is the maker of Stride Gum, or was. Now, my first thought when the video exploded was, holy crap, this is awesome. Maybe I'll get to keep on traveling, because that's all I really wanted to do at that time. And, but I wouldn't have known how to go about getting somebody to give me money to keep on traveling. Fortunately, I didn't have to. Stride contacted me. They said, we've got a new chewing gum coming out in June of next year. We want a viral video. You made a viral video. Will you make one for us? And that was all they were really concerned about. And I said, well, will you pay me to do it? And they said yes. And I said, then sure. And that was it. They found me. I went to the map store in Seattle and I got the biggest political map of the world that I could find, and I did all this research on all the places I was going to go to, because one thing that happens when you go traveling, the more places you go to, the longer your list of places you want to go to gets. So I had all this stuff I really wanted to see. And I made this Indiana Jones map with a dotted red line showing all the places I was going to hit. And I flew out to the headquarters in Parsippany, New Jersey, and I rolled this map out on their conference table, and I said, here's what I'm going to do for you. In 6 months, I'm going to hit all these different countries, all 7 continents. And they listened politely, and finally they said, thank you very much. We really don't care. You've got a viral video. We want a viral video. We don't know how to make one. You've made one. Make one for us. Have it done by June. So that was great. And I've been doing this for a long time since then, and I've almost never seen that again. Nobody is going to give you money without telling you what to do. It's a very rare thing. So I had this 1 in a million thing where this company came to me and they said, just do what you do for us. And so I did. And I started working on the 2006 videos. I hit all 7 continents, 39 countries in 6 months. And I had the time of my life. And at that point, that was all I really cared about. I didn't so much worry about the video that I was making. I worried about getting to see all these amazing places. I got to go to Antarctica. I got to go to the Galapagos Islands. I got to go to Easter Island. I got to go to China, Egypt, South Africa, Namibia. It was amazing. But I started realizing while I was on this trip that what I was saying with this video isn't really anything more than what a dog says when you take him on a walk and he goes and he pees on a fire hydrant and then he pees on a tree. He's saying, I was here. He's marking his territory. I was essentially marking my territory all over the world, and that's not very interesting. I'd like to think that people are fascinated by watching me do this stupid dance, but it's not that interesting. But that's okay, because I got really, really lucky. I didn't have to figure this out myself. I went to Rwanda on this trip. I wanted to go to Africa. I wanted to include Africa in the video, but I didn't have very many contacts and very many destinations in mind there. I did have a friend in Rwanda, and he invited me to come out. He was working for an NGO. And the thing is, I was dancing in front of the big landmarks. If I was in China, I was going to dance in front of the Great Wall of China. If I was in Egypt, I was going to dance in front of the pyramids. Rwanda doesn't have any landmarks that you want to dance in front of. It just has a whole lot of people. So I figured, okay, well, I'll dance in front of a bunch of kids. Dancing with adults is kind of scary. Dancing with kids is a lot easier. Now, granted, if I were to go to a playground in Ann Arbor and find a bunch of kids and dance with them and film myself, that wouldn't go so well. Rwanda, it's a very different story. You can do that. I found some kids playing in a puddle, and I started dancing, and the second I did it, I didn't speak Kinyarwandan, I didn't speak French, they didn't speak English, didn't matter. They saw me dancing, enormous white guy, they started dancing too. It was instantaneous, it was so much fun, and at the end of the 6-month trip, I realized that was the most fun I had the entire time. And that was the best clip in the video, was dancing with these kids. Because within like 10 seconds, all the other kids in the village saw this, and they came running over, and they started dancing too. Within 30 seconds, all the adults in the village were standing in a circle around us going, what the hell is this? It was a blast, and it didn't need to be explained. So I had this very energy-efficient epiphany, which is that me dancing by myself is not very interesting, but me dancing with lots of other people in lots of different places is very interesting, because the dance does this thing. It breaks down people's barriers. It breaks down their defenses, their insecurities. People suddenly become silly, and they're laughing, and they're having a good time, and you see more deeply into them. So this thing that I was doing, dancing like this, was an amazing tool for seeing the similarities in people all over the world and the differences. Another advantage I had that I didn't really think about going in was I'm not a very good dancer. If I was a really good dancer, if I danced like Fred Astaire and you saw me out on the street dancing, you would not want to dance with me. You would say, I'm going to stand over here and watch that guy. But when you see me dancing like that, you think, I am not going to look worse than that guy looks if I dance with him. So it creates a very low barrier for entry. So I realized I have this great thing, and I've spent the last 6 months just dancing by myself. So I put the video up on YouTube. It was 2006 by this point. It was really the zeitgeist moment for YouTube. It hadn't been bought yet by Google. Everybody was talking about it. It was on the cover of Time magazine, and I had this video. YouTube really liked the video. They were nice enough to feature it on their front page, and it exploded. It got 10 million views, which again, pre-Bieber, pre-Hulu, pre-Netflix, that was a lot of views to get. So it was really successful in spite of the fact that I was feeling like I did the whole thing wrong.